For parody, but when they're trying to get you to vote for a political party, they're spoofed almost as soon as they're released.
Earlier this week, the Conservative Party unveiled a new set of election posters. There it is. I've never voted Tory before, but I like their plans to help families.
In no time at all, that poster was being ripped apart on the internet. Thus, I've never voted Tory before because I'm 7 and I like the Power Rangers. Implying the little boy was talking.
Yes, that's right. So what makes a great political poster campaign? A question for a woman who's no stranger to political mickey-taking herself, the impressionist Jan Ravens.
Last month, the Tories kicked off election year with a campaign which played on the image of David Cameron. And the resulting high-gloss picture of the airbrushed Prime Minister in waiting prompted a blitz of spoofs in the press and online. The political poster is often meant to forge a connection between the leader and the voter. Labour's own early campaign uses negative advertising in their online strategy. But by its very nature, the image business does provoke satire.
When a political leader is more popular than their party, then, not surprisingly, the posters tend to focus on the leader. If we go back to 1979, when Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister, she trailed her party. She was much less popular than the Conservative Party, so the posters in the 1979 campaign didn't feature Margaret Thatcher at all.
Critics of the Tory party campaign have noted a similarity with New Labour's 1997 marketing approach, and comparisons have also been drawn with Robert Kennedy's campaign of 1968.
The idea that you show the leader and you say, here's the man you can trust, seems to me a bit old-fashioned. When you look now at the number of blogs, at the whole Twitter campaign, this seems to have overtaken the advertisement. And it suddenly says, look, isn't this perhaps the way in which one should do political advertising, by using all these new electronic media rather than the old-fashioned bill poster stuck up in the air?
Election poster campaigns go back as far as Gladstone's pamphlets. The iconic image calling Britons to do their duty during World War I set the precedent for more presidential styles of campaign. And if it worked for war propaganda, why not in political battles too? In 1929, just 3 years after the general strike, the Conservatives brought in an advertising agency to present Stanley Baldwin as a statesman to lead Britain out of the economic gloom. Labour did the opposite, picturing their leader Ramsay MacDonald with a flapper girl. Younger women had just won the vote. It was with Harold Wilson in the 1960s and 70s, though, that posters started to be used as a link between a leader and the people.
The most famous poster campaign of all time in this country is the poster Labour Isn't Working. It was done in 1978 and the 79 election.
That long line of people in a dole queue and saying Labour isn't working was, I think, an enormously effective way of illustrating a point.
Campaign posters were a reliable publicity tool when the story they told was magnified on TV and in papers. But the benefits are more questionable in today's multimedia world.
The electorate actually form their impressions of leaders long before the posters go up.
There are no new ideas, they're all old ideas dressed up in different things.
With the risk now of negative publicity online, party strategists must be wondering if the poster has reached the end of the line. But we've been taking the mickey out of politicians for years. And maybe with their thick skins, they figure that bad publicity is better than no publicity at all.
Jonathan Gabay is an ad man of some repute. With the notion that it's going to get spoofed on the internet, that's not a reason not to do the ad, surely?
No, because what it does is actually brings up a political debate. So it gets people speaking, gets people talking about it, and that's what I think they want to do. They want to get people talking. Yes, you're going to get one lot of people who are going to say, is this good, and another one's going to say no, and they're going to do spoofs and stuff like that. But the whole point is to get that debate going.
How tough is it going to be for the politicians this time around, considering the entire nation thinks that they're all, you know, expenses have been all over the press, obviously. We don't trust any of them anymore.
Well, there you have it. But what I think they need to do now is not just concentrate on personalities. For example, at the beginning of the year, there was the Cameron poster, and, you know, it could have been for shampoo, you know, you say, because I'm worth it. I mean, it's ridiculous. You have to have, beyond the personality, you've got to go to what are the policies, and that's what I think they've got to concentrate on. It's what I call, you know, it's It's what I call the political pinch. You've got to, like, pinch a nerve, and people say, yeah, that's actually something that I'm interested in. That's where we've got to go in terms of the political pinch.
Kyle, you don't have posters like this.
Not so much. They have slogans and bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Before. But you rarely see the face of the official.
Yeah, so they're going for the bumper sticker, you see. What's happening there is that you're getting these sound bites, whereas over here, what people want to have is a bit more depth. But when it comes to posters, they want to have a line that tells you what it is and a graphic that kind of supports that. And that makes a perfect political poster.
Yeah, but it leads itself to parody, doesn't it? I mean, it's very easy.
But you're going to get that. But aren't you going to get that anyway in any type of political issue?
I mean, we see there's the iconic Obama poster.
Yeah.
Right.
Like so. And, well, within a year or whatever it was, that had happened to it. So, you know, all these things are kind of hostages to fortune by definition.
But that's democracy. That's it. That's what it's about. It's about political debate. It's the nerve. It's pinching, the political pinch.
Yeah, absolutely.
You actually appeared in one of the Labour posters, didn't you, Jonathan?
It is true.
Many years ago.
When I was about 17, it was about a Wednesday or Thursday, and in the UK they've got a programme called Top of the Pops. And I love Top of the Pops.
I remember.
But they said, go over to Wembley, because this guy's going to take this photograph. And I went over there, there was a guy on a ladder, they took the photograph, but there was only 25 people there. And they said there was going to be loads of people. So where all these other people are, I have no idea.
Where are you? Where is the man?
There I am. Look, do you see my hair? Do you see the hair? Do you see that hair there?
Yeah, somewhat hirsute. And so, you know, a great ad man was in one of the great political ads of all time. So
there you have it.
Destiny. Great to meet you, Jonathan.
Lovely.
Indeed.